Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding,
Oh yeah.
lightning inducing,
Mm.
tower ascending. Hello, summoners. Episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's Lore.
Oh
I
yeah.
am the crafty Aztec Olmec. It
Crafty
wouldn't
he
be a proper
is.
episode if I didn't have the Lost Centuria, Lightstar 777 with me.
What is up, fellow summoners? Hope you are all having a great week. The happy revenge of the 5th to those of you who Star Wars. Even though we know the official Star Wars Day is May 25th, but here we are. Here we are on not May 25th. Aztec, how are you doing, my friend? Hope all's well with you this week.
I'm good. Things have been going pretty well by way of the have a plan type thing. So, you know, just some things I'll share with you while executing said plan. Um, Also, I was a little interested in some of the I dug out the comic again and was reading
Mm.
some of the Summoners War lore because of Lost Centuria and such like that. So I
Mm.
believe Lost Centuria is the prequel, I guess
Prequel.
story wise.
Yes.
Is
And they're
that
going to
right?
have that book still. They're going to come out with a book, which is going to be set in the Summoners War universe. I remember that. And
Okay.
yeah, so it's like, I believe, Lost Centuria comics, Summoners War so far. And I think the book comes somewhere in between one of those two. But I don't
Okay.
remember. I,
There we
I
go.
don't remember exactly where they said, but it was one of those them there places they were going to have it.
One of those
One of those
there
them there
places.
places they was going to have it.
Okay. So I was I'm always interested in theory crafting the lore and I mean the original the scenario missions kind of flesh out, but I'm always interested in more
Yeah.
lore. Give me more lore.
Well, it's
But
like in
yeah, I'm good, man. Just
that's like in
interested.
World of Warcraft. I used to love. They would have these books like hidden around the world, and
Okay.
they might only
Planescape.
spawn at and they might like only spawn at certain times of day or under certain conditions or
Right.
things like that, and it could be random. So like there was this one pet that you could only get if you sat in this one city waiting for a book to spawn. Took days, weeks, something, but it was always fun because you got all that lore at the same time, like, and
Okay.
that game had so much like behind the scenes information. But yeah, I love that kind of thing. I love when a game gives you a lot of something to know the universe it's set in.
Yeah.
Um,
Just so you know, Robert Kirkman is going to hopefully, spearhead. Well, hopefully, he's already spearheading, all the Summoners War stuff. So the same guy that made Walking Dead, same guy that made Invincible, which is
mm,
awesome on it. If you guys have to check out Invincible, but
so
yeah,
dark, so dark.
yeah, it's a very dark superhero animated series, which is very dark. Let's put it that way. But
V
regardless,
dark.
he is doing all the Summoners War, stuff like the Summoners War comic and such like that. And I'm not sure if he has a hand in the animated series, but the comic definitely. The comic is through Skybound, so check that out when you can.
Which is awesome. If you have not checked out the comics, ages ago we held them up to you. We got our limited edition covers, but they are
Yeah,
wonderful. So definitely check them out if you have not yet.
they did re-release the regular covers very recently.
Mm-hmm.
Re-released recently. Oh, that's good. But anyway, so you can get the regular covers now. They're available on Sky. But I mean, that was a really long answer to a really short question. I'm fine. I'm good.
Oh,
This is
okay.
great.
Nice. Yeah.
Let's talk topics. What are we going to talk
You
about
know,
for?
so we are going to briefly chat upon the La Centuria game, which I have been playing a little bit, and I mean there are plenty of people who have done sponsored content, so there's plenty of information out there. But just we're going to give our 2 cents about it. Um,
Yeah,
we're going to talk about something that a one of our friends slash listeners, Edubs, has a challenge about the Storage Defense Force.
I'm with you,
And,
Dubs.
yeah.
That thing drives me batty. I wonder
And
if
we're
there's a way
we're
to.
of course going to talk about all of these events going on right now.
A lot of events.
A lot of them. And just talk about some things we're hoping for content in the future, and just where we are in our Sky Island journeys. So definitely all that coming up on today. So where do you want to start? Like, do you want to just jump into Edub's Storage Defense Force
Yeah,
challenge? All
yeah,
right.
that would be good. Edubs on our Discord was nice enough
Edubs.
to give us a topic about the storage box, or what we like to call the storage defense force.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all of your monsters that you're going to probably feed. That's where some of the monsters that you don't really want, but you don't know what to do where they end up. But there's no way to sort, there's a way to sort in the regular, but there's no way to sort. So, Edubs did know that doesn't know what he has because he has so many different different things, but there's no way to sort them. So he sees you can only sort by level. I'm pretty sure that's it. I think they're all just sorted by level in the box. But of course, you have in
But like right here, I'm on the monster storage, right? So like you have this drop down for like highest grade, lowest grade, monster level attribute. It's basically when you're trying to use the storage, you can sort them. Would this not satisfy his mortal curiosity?
I don't think because I either forgot entirely or didn't know that at all. So that's an excellent tip.
Yeah, that's how I always do it. Like if I'm looking for something in particular, I'll give him the old sorteroo. But I usually keep it on the by monster because I want to see any dupes I might have lurking in my storage defense force.
I have probably passed over that filter a dozen times and did not see it
But
there.
we all know that I've passed over any type of filter in the collection box, so I am not one to talk.
Ah,
So people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones and
how
things,
did I
right?
not see this filter? Oh my goodness! I had it on level just in case, but
See, and level is
maybe
good
that
because
helps.
it shows what you're actually working. Like, you know what? We'll talk about like the different things and where I think you would use each. Like the level one, I love using that when I want to see what is my work in progress. Like what am I leveling up in the little like areas for the XP that like happen. I wanna do attribute if I'm like, okay, I'm looking for this certain like light monster, and I want to have to goof around trying to find it through the list to find out where it is. Monster, I keep it on that probably most often because I want to see how many dupes of things I have in each
Definitely.
family. So if I'm looking for like skill ups for twins or something like that, I'll do monster and I'll just look that way. And it does beg saying that the same filter does exist in to a certain point in the sealed shrine, the other storage defense force.
Right.
And that one
Which
has an
storage?
interest. Well, what's interesting is that one has one that's called possessed amount. So in this regard, like I can see, like I have 30 of these wind infernos. So if I'm
Right.
going to be leveling up like a bunch of garbage mons that I want to, you know, I want to make sure they're all, like I have enough things to use of them. I can see, oh, okay, I have like 500 of those, so I'm good. I'm good to kill a few of those off in pursuit of something. So like that is a button
Right.
that I like as well because it kind of gives me a good read on like I have Epicon priests for days, but because that's one of my monsters I put in my summon circle for the 7-year scroll. So, I mean, at least for me in that regard, I like to use those filters that way to kind of gauge what I'm going to be doing. So, but monster is my most popular filter. That's the one I pretty much keep it on, and how I've memorized where every monster is. If I use one of the others, it's usually for a specific reason, and then I move on past it. So yeah,
I just
just
have mine set on monster all the time, or I'm sorry, level I should say, because 6 starring has been what
mm-hmm.
I've been about for the last couple of days, and that's helped.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, and that's the thing. That is a great filter for that very reason. So, I mean, that is definitely good advice, good things, all good things, all good things. But yeah, so just a couple tips for those filters for the Storage Defense Force and all. And while we are talking about things we wish for the game, let me just say, I, for one, and I know we disagree on this, and you know what? That's a beautiful thing to have different opinions because I love and respect you as my friend, but we can have different opinions about this, but I wish we had a way to transmog things back to what they looked like originally. Specifically, like one of the ones that I feel the most strongly about this is my Beth.
Okay.
I think Beth standard procedure looks the coolest. Like, I mean, I like the transmogs I have for my Beths, but like to
Okay.
me, let me just pull it up. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I like the hair. I like the I just like I don't know. I just like the simplicity of it. And you don't like the you didn't like the high elementals the way they looked, but
No.
I thought they were one of the more unique monster-like monsters that was out there. Like, I mean, a lot of the other things, like, chimeras and dragons and fairies and things like that, like, there's a lot of contemporary culture around it that you can see when it
Okay.
comes to the different things that are out there for video games and the lore and everything else that Summoners War is drawing from. But I
Right.
never really saw any high elementals or such too much in any other video game or genre or thing like that.
Not at all.
So like to me, I thought, well, that was one of the cooler monsters because it was a more unique design. Now don't get me wrong, I do love the lounging in the chair and the meme worthy, your monsters call me daddy too. That kind of thing, like, because they're like really, they are boss, witches. That's for sure. Um,
Boss witches.
yes, but
Right.
so I definitely think that, at least for me, I think it's it's fine. I get it, but like, why is that not an option? Like, wouldn't that be like, because you can always revert to your original unlocked.
Right. Or you can
Um,
transmog.
right, and so like, and it doesn't cost anything. Once you've had it, you can go to it, And it's not like they removed the skin from the game or something. So I don't understand why, come to us if you're listening to me. Just give it back. Let me transmog to those original looks again. Let me get it out there that I would love if you had that. I would love it. Love it. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think it would be cool sometimes, like, and not all the time, but, like, I think
Switch
it would be
back.
cool to be able to switch back to, like, the vanilla monsters we had, even not awakened. Like, you know. I mean, I barely remember what a Nakaru looks like without being 2A'd. Let's go try and find out, shall we?
It's just like Inugami.
Right, but I barely remember. Like, I have not gotten an Inugami in a long time. See, like this, it won't even let me look at the original Hikaru. It's only giving me the 2A version. But like, that's the thing. Like, why? What I have to have one in storage. Anyways, but like, it would be something I would appreciate just because I like the visual aspect of this game so much.
I do too. I
And
can't
there's
deny that.
so
Because
many
it's
cool
simple. I
looks
like
of
things like that.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I think it would be really awesome if at some point you could, I've gotten one in my monster box now. But yeah, I think it would be very cool if you could. Ah, there. That's what they look like. I think it would be very cool if that was an option on the table. Like, and wouldn't it be kind of fun that, you wouldn't know if somebody had 2A'd their. I mean, obviously you'd assume they 2A'd their monster if it has a 2A, but, yeah,
Can't.
wouldn't that be cool if it was like Lulu and Friends? Nay, just Lulu. Just Lulu.
No, that would probably give you
Just
some type of
Lulu.
unfair advantage. I don't
But it
know
would.
what
But I mean, I would just assume you 2A'd it, so like it wouldn't really be an advantage. It would just be a cosmetic.
fantasy.
Okay, maybe put
Fantasy.
something in their name that says like Lulu and Friends, and then they're like, oh, okay, that's Lulu and Friends. They've obviously done it, but they
I
look
hear you.
cooler because they didn't need and Friends to beat you up. They just needed Lulu.
Gotcha.
But
Well, that's probably the only reason why they haven't. I'm sure they've heard that request in the past is because, it would give your opponent some type of advantage when you're using an awakened version, which even has, even the base stats are different as opposed to the unawakened version. So that's probably the only reason why is because of the
But like when you
slight.
do RTA, you can actually click on it and it'll show you the stats. So like if
Right.
you just had it there, or if like you had it on the character icon in RTA that you could see 2A and you're like, oh, okay, that's 2A'd. Like, what would it matter if that person likes the way the Yukaro looked earlier, or once an unawakened looking high elemental,
Right.
or whatever the case may be. So I do not know, sir. I do not know.
Hmm.
But that's my rant over about that. But you wanted to talk about this bad boy right here. This craft building. Holding. Yes, of course I can. Hi. So, what is it you use? So do
Yeah, I've
you?
been in the craft building a lot. I've been, crafting some Rainbow Mon, and you get Rainbow Mon from just grinding the game and such like that. But you can make 30 max Rainbow Mon pretty easily. Well, easier than I've been doing it. But once I think I stumbled in here because I think I had to see how much I needed to crystal my second mo long here. I feel bad for like when I have a dupe. I wish I can give it to somebody. You know what I mean? but I feel somewhat terrible, and I don't know why
So
I'm derping out secrets.
so
But anyway,
so why do you like what is it about like you can only use Rainbow Mon, right? To evolve
well,
into.
mhm. Yeah, but you get those Rainbow Mon by in the one right next to it is the max 25 Rainbow Mon. So if you have three units that you're not using, you can make a um you know 4-star Rainbow Mon, and then um use those 4-star Rainbow Mon to make the max 30 Rainbow Mon.
So what you're saying is, so like, okay, getting back to my Inferno that we talked about before. So what I could do is I could just set the amount to like say, oh, I want to make 30 of the 3-star Rainbow Mon, right? And I could hit that. I could say want to make 30, and I could just select all 30 of these Infernos, and then I would have, right, 30. Yeah, then I would have 10. So let's say 10. I make 10, 3-star max Rainbow Mon, and then I use some other fodder to make them 4-star level 1, and I could instantly take those 10 and have 2.5 max starred Rainbow Mon for 4-star.
Yes, and then make more 4-star Rainbow Mon
So
to 5-star. Yes.
so it's a bit more efficient than say, oh, I have a bunch of 3-star monsters. Let me level them up to
Exactly.
25, and then
Yes.
now I've made them 4-star, and now I don't have any max level 4-stars to deal with it.
Yep.
Okay. Because, I mean, I will say, I tend to, like, I have a lot of 3-star max Rainbow Mons right now,
Yeah.
like a poop ton. Only 115 right now. So I tend to have a lot of these Rainbow Mon. But what you're saying is I could turn them into just the generic 4-star ones, and then just as soon as they're 4-star, I could have a bunch of max level 4-stars, which would be far more
Right.
efficient to try to level up. Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just thought it was a fun tip that I was
Now,
would share with the
is
people
there a
who
limit? Is there a limit to how many you can do a week, or what?
a week. I don't think there are. I don't think there are any limits from what
So
I
you could
what
so
I
you
can
could just
see.
go nuts.
Been going nuts.
But I mean, but you do bring up a good point because I've never really done it before. Like I don't really like I've never used that service like you're saying. So um,
Use that.
no, but I mean, what I'm getting at is like I have so many 3-star Rainbow Mon, but then I always kind of fell out at the 4-star max Rainbow Mon. That's why I haven't
Okay.
6-starred more things. Is
Well, maybe this will
because
help you out.
is because I always don't have those, but to sacrifice 4 of those instead of throwing a ton of monsters at the problem to get those up to 4-star max
Yeah.
and all that will save a lot of time. Now, I mean, I will say, I think that would actually work better than me leveling up. Because, like,
Yes.
there's a bunch of
This is what I'm
monsters that
saying.
I've used for, like, skill ups at the same time as, like, 6-starring or something. But I
Right.
figure I could probably just do what you're saying, do the 4-star max, make them 5-star, and then once it's 5-star, I could go through and, start,
Yeah.
you know, hammering them out. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes.
Screenshot. I just realized I made my goal that I've been trying for probably half a year of 100 million blue mana. And of course I'm going to. Excuse me. Thank you. I was like, of course, I make 100 million, I get excited, and of course I'm going to sneeze for no reason at all.
You screenshot it though, right? I want to make
Oh,
sure
I
that you.
did. I just did when I noticed it because I was in the craft building and I was like, I was looking at it and I was like, oh my god, 100 mil. That was my little me goal that I had for trying to
You
save
gotta
up
have those
mana.
little goals. Seriously, like I don't know. I mean, I obviously you do, but you really gotta have these little milestones to keep you kind of grinding. It's personal bests and other milestones that are just kind of like I don't want to say but just kind of like I don't know, um, just for your own whatever
Edification and all, yeah. Right. Um, so, since you discovered this, what have you been six starring in? What are we. How far are we on your list? Like.
um, the this is actually kind of cool. I think my Steel Fortress team's good. It's good to go.
Who's your
I don't.
Steel Fortress team?
I have. Let's see if I can remember right off the top, or all of those spreadsheets and such like that. I have um transferred to my computer. So right now
Oh,
it's
nice.
Bird, Fran, Ergar, Ling Ling, and Lauren. So that's my
Nice.
Steel
And you've
Fortress
six
team.
starred everybody, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone's pretty much 6 stars except for Ling Ling. Ling Ling still needs some work, and I am having all types of network issues, so I can't even show her.
I'm seeing that.
But
It's a good thing it's a short summon session today, huh?
good thing it's a short summon session.
I
Hopefully,
mean,
we
I'm
can do
worried
our.
we're not even going to be able to battle, but I really want to.
I I don't think we will be able to. It is the attack of the
Wi-Fi
uh,
connectivity problems?
I don't know. We're streaming fine, but we're just not able to do anything Summoners War wise. But regardless, I'll see if we can do our weekly punch out.
Right.
Yeah, that's not good. But if not, we can do a slight summon session because I kind of want to save for next week
Oh,
my
yes.
birthday
The 100th
and
episode and your birthday.
in addition, the 100th episode birthday Thursday. It's gonna be on Thursday instead of Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thursday instead of the Wednesday. But yeah. So let's see. Oh yeah, events. So I tapped on the events page half an hour ago, and it's still rolling. But yes, there
Nice.
are lots of events, and
Yeah,
I
there's
don't want
the
to interrupt.
spring event, the
Yes,
new one that just came out. Get a nice scroll out of
yes,
it.
yes. There's a spring event. There's another 7-year coin event, which is great because now I can get some of the rewards that you might have missed in the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
There's way too many events going on. And then of course there's the point child event with the blimp, so you can get all those 7-year seals. 7-year seals. Don't want to say point chop and mislead you guys, but yeah, the 7-year seal store. Oh man, I'm 7-year seal store. Oh, that's definitely a tongue twister. Do it. Come on, Lightstar. 7-year seal store.
7-year seal store. 7-year seal
It's
store.
tough. It's not easy.
Yeah, I'm
But
going
anyway.
down to that 7-year seal store. Hey, you want to meet me down
But
at the 7-year seal store? I'm just trying to get into my brain now.
it's tough. It's not an easy one.
Don't.
But yeah, the
Ooh,
7-year
yeah.
seal store first.
Get your free stuff.
Absolutely. And hopefully the guide that we posted on our Discord is helping you folks out with some of the newer content. But well, which I would tell you if I had any type of network. But anyway, yeah,
Network. I'm going to pull up the events page after I'm finished with this round, so we can go over it all real quick.
okay,
There we go.
that would work.
Nice, tidy win against that Vigor team. All right. So we've got the 7-year coin exchange shop thing that we have going down. So I'm going to probably buy the re-ups and all that as well at some point here, because this still 25 days. I'm more worried about the runes right now. Then you have the 7th anniversary coin event number 2, which is just another bonus 1,000 coins that you can collect, and different items each day that unlock for us to collect.
Get one of Transcendence, just the one, even though you're getting another 1,000 coins.
Right, but the nice thing is, remember how I said, oh, you can't really buy all the items? So it's nice that they've given us that ability to be able to maybe get some of those things that we weren't able to get otherwise. Then we have the spring mission event, which this is pretty fun. You basically have, the 2-column content where, you have missions from each side. You can get 2 petals from Fran and up to 3 from Melia. And it's your standard do Kairos, do Rift, do Dimensional Hole kind of thing. And you can get and you can get the bonus from crafting runes and powering up runes. So, yeah, pretty cool. And, I actually kind of love these kinds of events where you're choosing what you want from the petals. So,
everyone's needs are different, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I've gotten all the gifts from it, but I'll keep collecting the petals because why not? Why not continue on the mission?
And the fusion event, one of my favorites. The fusion events going on.
Yep.
And just because you can skill up for free. I mean, if other units you've already had, you get free. You basically get free double mod. So you get to skill up some units. My Gene is probably gonna be fully skilled up after this.
Nice. And I went ahead with my Katarina. She was the one that I did my 3 skills because I have never really leveled her up, but she's beastly where she is used. So definitely it is worth getting.
So think about it. You have Katarina, you have the Dark Valkyrie, and you have Vanessa, which is the Fire Valkyrie. So
Valkyries for days.
Valkyries for days. That's very cool.
I do love the Valkyrie. Honestly, Vanessa has completely changed my life in terms of RTA and all. She is so formidable. There are people who just quit when I pick her, which makes me giggle. Not that if they knew it was me and that I'm trash at, RTA still, they'd probably be like, no, I'll fight him. But they do not. They let me go. Unhampered. But yeah, so I have right here, got my Water, my Camila, my Vanessa, my Katarina, and my, of course, Trinity. Only one I'm missing is the light one still, so. But that is pretty cool. And the blacksmith event is the last one that is going on currently, which is the ability to be able to custom build your runes. And we all know I messed that up. And for those that don't know, if you haven't done this recently, if you go to under events and you go to game guide, the Dimensional Hole guide plus refund event, whenever they update something there, they give you 20 Dimensional Hole energy, which is like gold. It's just so cool. And then the other thing,
make your trickaroo.
Right. And then the other thing, just real quickly, I wanted to say about that was that it's gone on my brain because I saw somebody say GZ and I really was curious what they got. Paladin. Oh, nice. I really did. It was just gone out of my brain. What is it? Let me think. Yeah, it's not going to come back to me anytime soon. It'll come back at the most awkward time when I'm thinking about this again in a moment.
Three in the
But
morning.
3 in the morning,
Three
I'm
in the
going to
morning
call
when
you
you
up.
just
We're going to just start streaming. I'll be like, guys, I remembered. Um, but I messed up my runes, but we're going to fix it. Yes, your Chikaru, you can definitely build it with that energy, but that energy is so costly. So definitely use it whenever you can. Um, I used to be a horrible perpetrator of having way too much dimensional hole energy, but now I only have about 10 a day. I've decided to work on my Kali first, and
yeah,
they're almost full 2A energy, and then I'm going to do the Shren, is it? The light one?
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be my next one that I work on for the 2A, because that one is beastly in its ability to destroy everything. But, um, hey Wrenchman, how you doing? Good to see you. I wonder how a wrench main works. Is it like, a main that is flowing with wrenches tied in, or... I have a lot of questions.
I'm thinking it's a Ratchet and Clank reference
Ah!
because the wrench is his main weapon.
Ooh,
I could
that
be
would be
totally
good.
wrong, but
We're going to
that
find
would
out.
be
There's
Ratchet.
always a delay. There's always a delay. Ratchet and Clank, that's your guess. Good. Um, you know what? Lost Centuria. We'll talk about it real quick. I've been playing it, not a lot, but every now, like, once I run out of things to do. Well, it's good to meet you, Wrench. What are you farming? Um, I don't know. I like the game is very different, and there's already something that has been happening that seems to be the general opinion that has been upsetting me, which is people have been saying that all you do is wait for somebody to move and then counter them and then win. Which that does seem to be what the mechanics boil down to is, just whoever flinches first loses, basically. I mean, of course, there are ways around that and tactics and techniques and things, but for the most part, it just seems like you're getting, like, out revenged by people, and that's all. Which I don't find that I don't find that too much fun. That mechanic is. He got the name because he's good at fixing things. Oh, that's really cool, Wrench. I am good at destroying things. Yes, I break things. I void
I'm so
warranties.
nice, so you can help me with
Yeah.
uh, as many things as I'm good at. I'm just not that handy. I'm handy. I can, you know, but that's awesome. So not a
And
Ratchet and Clank.
he's farming DB12 at the moment. So
Excellent.
GZ on the DB12 team.
Which
Who's
is
your DB12 team? You should post it in the chat if you don't mind. Who you're using for your DB12? Um, but yeah, are there any events that you are looking forward to perhaps coming back in the future, Aztec? For me, I very much would love the choose the 4-star and the 3-star light and dark event.
Say that you just. Well, no, because you. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, I want that one so I can get in Ontario's. I don't think this 7-year scrolls are going to give me, even though he's squarely in the middle of it. I just have interesting luck. Maybe being born on Friday the 13th has
Yeah,
something to do with
possibly,
it. But
very possibly.
even though I picked Antares and a number of other units that I really like for the 7-year scrolls, don't think it's happening. So maybe
Oh.
another choose your own 4-star
Ah,
would be good. I mean,
he's
we pretty much got all the favorite events that I like in the 7-year. You know, the fusion, the forging your own runes. So it's like those are like the three I like the most.
yeah.
Choose your own
For
4-star,
me,
choose your own rune.
I really want the light werewolf Like that is a monster that I have been wanting for a while. Um, yeah, and I mean it came down to either get Miho or get that one for me in that event, so I would not mind that one. Wrench is using Chikaru, so get on it. We gotta get you on that Chikaru train. And then you too can be disappointed about the quality of your runes. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So let me back up here. We just have. Yeah. I've done a lot of the events. I'm just still trying to perfect my runes, so I haven't crafted them yet. They're work in progress. I'm at the re-up phase, but I don't want to rush it because I really do want to. I've done that before where I accepted a substandard rune, but this time I want to try to get it as near perfect as possible. But that being said, yeah, that's the one event I'm most wanting to kind of have a resurgence. And the second one would be the Choose Your Own Hall of Heroes, like they did before, where you could choose, because then I would actually be not an idiot and I would get the Dark Magic Knight, Leica? Wait, no, not Leica. No, what's her name?
I'm not able to check. Can you check the media tab just to see if they released their Hall of Heroes? It's usually the first week. But I wish I could, but I cannot. Oh, I cannot.
I don't see anything. The official trailer, anniversary, Mr. Trin, things there. Let me check the notices. Coin event 2, rune effect, free removal. Yeah, I don't see anything that immediately tells me who the Hall of Heroes is.
Okay. No.
We would never hate any account, Wrench. We would never hate any account. That's not in our nature. Now,
this is not that street.
Yeah, we're not the hate guys. We're the love guys. So I mean, I'm still storing all of my scrolls except, as we discussed. But because by your birthday, there would be, yes, I want Feng Yang and I want the Beast Monk, but I have Bulwark. But this week, I don't have any of the 5-star monsters. I'm going to actually burn my exclusive summoning stones here for for my summons. So I'm going to have a little bit more of a summon session. We have established that our normal weekly battle will probably not be conducive because of Aztec's internet connectivity problems. But we're gonna try. We'll try and fix it. The Beast Monk next week is the Fire one, Ritesh, I believe it is.
Yes.
But I mean, I would literally love a Feng Yang, and I would not mind a Ritesh. But for me, if I can get,
good to know.
But if I could get the Chimera or the Dragon out of these, I will be happy as a clam. I really will be. So, yeah. So, I mean, I like when you count it down, Aztec. Even though I know your screen is dark, I have 1,300 exclusive summoning stones to summon. So, I like you to be a part of this. It's going to be a great time had by all.
3,
all right.
2, 1, and summon.
Alright, well, this is starting off like exclusive summoning stones do. They are terrible. I just want one lightning from this, is that asking too much?
I've gotten in my SW career two
Wow.
4 stars, and Ophelia. But
Uh,
that's me,
Wrench
and obviously
has
sometimes
like
totally different.
10,000 exclusive summoning stones. Alright, you know what? I can't be mad at them now because I did get lightning with a wind Rakshasa, so I suppose I can't be
Well,
mad anymore. Okay, second lightning. Hmm? Yeah.
so
Okay.
you
A wind Rakshasa. Okay. Mm-hmm.
wait, what?
It's the Summoner's War way to torment me.
Understood. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Sitting on 10,000 summoning. So how long did it take you to get that? Okay, another lightning. Not bad. Okay, got the wind Sky Dancer. Skill ups because I do have several of the Sky Dancers that are in my reserve category that I've wanted to 6 stars, so not mad at that even. All right, and that is done. That is done. We are at the end of the line. I did change up my monsters for the 7-year scrolls. In that I now only have one 3-star that I don't have, which is the Fire Jawa, the Fire Poison
Fire
Master.
Jawa, the Poison Master. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
And then I added a bunch of the twins because I've never really leveled up my twins before. So,
Okay.
yeah, I bet it did take a while. But yeah, I often don't need anything from the exclusive summoning too much, or I have some of the 5 stars, so I don't want to risk getting a dupe. So I tend to save them up for a while, but not like you. You, Wrench, are very patient, which I am not. I don't usually save scrolls. Oh, thanks for the follow, Wrench. And I have found that. So I decided after the New Year's I was going to save up for my birthday, and that was back in March. And then I decided to save up for AJ's birthday, Aztec here, who his birthday is coming up on May 13th next week. So we are going to do. It's going to be our 100th episode, and we are going to do a bunch of summonings for his birthday next week. Yeah, I would be happy to get some Dupe Nap 5s just so that I could have some splendid blessings to use, but I have not been that lucky yet, so sad panda face. Sad panda. But I did switch that up so I had more twins for the 4 stars, just
Okay.
because I did get my 5th Skogul from
Yay.
doing my
First level
like
team.
daily summons of my 3. And then the other thing was, and Aztec knows this, and I don't think I actually put the pictures in the Discord yet, but I did summon Vanessa at like 5 in the morning when I was getting up to take my wife to work, and I managed to summon Vanessa, and I was like crying with laughter at my luck, and I texted Aztec at that time of morning, and I was like, "Dreams come true, buddy!"
That he did. But I'm usually up to that time, so it was totally fine. I'm glad he, sent him a big GZ back. But yeah, Vanessa's awesome, especially because you have the Dark and Wind Valkyrie, so you have the makings of a really good RTA,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even a siege team. With those 3 units together.
Definitely, definitely. We do not have a set channel we hang out in. I tend to be in either 777, 808, 8008, or 7777 because Bagel will go there and summon sometimes. And if I see somebody get 5-star, I will wait to summon until they do, just so I can kind of feel like I'm, pinning my hopes and dreams on what they're doing.
I hang out in channel 140 just because of the utter nonsense that goes on in that channel. But if I'm if I'm there, I'm that's the channel I'm in. It's just it's
Wow.
not safe for work. Let's
He
put it that
doesn't.
way.
He doesn't even use his Vanessa. That. Wow. I got my Vanessa and I instantly used a Super Angel Mon on her,
Excellent.
an Awakening Force, and the Forbidden Evolution Scroll. I literally threw every item of worth at her
Every
to get her
resource
as high as I could, as quickly as I could. So,
as high as she could, as quickly as. Oh man,
oh, he
that's
hangs in
awesome, man.
110. He hangs in 110. Yeah.
Well, we should actually do a channel review because there's so many ridiculous channels
Oh
and
yeah.
conversations that go on. That might be a good topic.
There you go. You know what? Maybe we'll chat about that while we're doing massive months of summoning next week.
Sounds like a plan. It looks like that's it for my.
Yep.
my it's not even reloading. That is it for my account. My account is officially RIP for today's episode. But we will. I guess we'll close it down. Did you got some lightning from some
Exclusive
exclusive?
summoning. Yeah. And I mean, and
I
again, I want to level up. There's I think one more Raksasa, the water one that I haven't met. Or, I mean, I haven't leveled up yet. I don't know if she's any good, but I mean, I may as well. I have all of the others leveled up, so yeah. I mean, nice skill up. I mean, they're probably not all skilled up. No, they're probably works in progress is how most of my things
Rain
are.
is pretty awesome, so maybe I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm happy I got something for skill ups. I got, some
Yeah,
good things there. And, Wrench, just once again, thank you for hanging out. I will meet you in 110. As soon as we're done with the stream here, I'll send a message out. And, FMO Jordan, thanks for the lurk, bud.
excellent.
I
Thank you for
love
the guide.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, I mean, you're here at the end, but we're glad you're here anyways. Um,
Doesn't matter. Just so you know, on our Discord, FML Jordan was nice enough to give us a what is that new game mode? I forget. What's the name of it?
oh, oh, no, what is it? It's not, it's the, training ground something.
Yes, the battle training ground. So
Yeah,
if you're having trouble, or if you just kind of want to scoot through it really easy and get all those cool rewards, there's a guy in our Discord,
FMO
FML
Jordan hooked
Jordan.
us up. What a guy. What
So
a
yeah,
guy.
so basically free rewards. It'll
Yeah.
tell you how to cruise through that game mode. So that'll work.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, who we shouting out this week
Yes,
besides
the
FML
mock
Jordan?
battles. Hey, Sectron. Yes, the mock battle thing. That's the mock battles. I'm going to shout out, Wrench and FM Join and Psychjin. Thank you for coming and hanging out with the stream today.
Appreciate it.
Of course, as always, just want to give a shout out to Aztec, without whom I would not be here having fun every week, getting to chat about this game. To our whole community in the Discord and everybody there, because if you had told me when we first started doing this with Skype and really ratchet recordings that we would be here on episode 100 coming up next week, I would never have believed it. We have done a lot
We had
to
a
progress.
Discord.
Yeah,
I wouldn't believe it.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, if you told me half the things we have, like this graphic that, Aztec made here, this is, it's kind of things that, like we're so much better than we once were. So, thank
I'll
you
post
for all that.
our Instagram, our original graphic, which was
Ooh,
it's hysterically
oh,
funny. But I
oh yeah,
really
that's
wanna,
rough.
I always shout out like
Local
obscure
restaurants.
restaurants, random restaurants. Man, I just want to shout out someone that's influenced a whole bunch of us and it's Jack the King Kirby.
Mm.
Doesn't matter if it's Marvel or DC that you're into, he's the glue between them. So he's basically the brains and the artwork behind so many characters on both sides of the coin. So that's the dude that I use to squash any beef between Marvelites and DC heads.
Mm.
Jack Kirby worked for both of them. Everyone from Apocalypse and the New Gods to Spider-Man. Jack has his pen and his and has influenced so many artists. So Jack Kirby, I would be remiss if I didn't mention you. R.I.P. to that dude. He's awesome, and I'm awesome because of it.
Mm. All right.
All right. I'm sick of that network error message, so we're gonna sign off.
Failed to connect with network.
We stream on Wednesdays.
Except next week.
MRGTSW.
Except next week.
Oh yeah. Next week, of course, we're streaming on Thursdays. My birthday, May 13th.
Happy birthday.
MRGTSW on Reddit, MRGTSW on Facebook, MRGTSW on YouTube,
Insta?
where we stream Insta 777 Gaming. That's your couple of our Monster Ranchers are watching now. Is that everything? All this? Oh, at Ranchers Guide on Twitter, where you can talk to Lifestyle directly.
Yeah, that's where I hang out.
And Monster Ranchers Guide to the Universe is our Discord. You can get links to our Discord on our Twitter and Instagram.
Insta.
Yeah, next time you see me, I will be hundreds of years older.
Sounds legit if you ask me.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo, which is kind of a made-up holiday. Anyway.
Happy Cinco de Mayo!
If anyone cares, I know. But anyway, enough about that. Get your tacos and tequila on. It's
Indeed.
Cinco de Mayo as the time of this recording.
Have a margarita if you're legally of age to do so.
If you're, or yes,
in your local municipality. I don't know. They don't let me out much. You know this about me.
Everyone live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Live long and prosper.